Aries for Wednesday. All right, let's see, Father, what do we have for Aries for Wednesday? Aries for Wednesday. Oh, we got the Five of Pentacles. Why do you feel so sad? I just heard that song by Alicia Keys. It's kind of an older song. She says, so I feel so sad. Now can I adjust to the way that things are going? And it's killing me slowly. Oh, I just want it to be how it used to be. Now it's... Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Y'all just interrupted my karaoke session. But no, for real. I'm getting that very heavily, okay? I'm not a singer, y'all, so don't judge my life. But I am hearing that song, Why Do I Feel So Sad? You wish that things could go back to the way they used to be. You might be feeling like things are just not going as planned with the Five of Pentacles here. Things might not be going as planned with your finances or with your, whatever you have going on in your life right now. Because I'm seeing like, Five of Pentacles is like, there's help here, but you're just refusing to see the light here. Look at the light. Look at the bright side of things, okay? Find the silver lining in whatever you're going through right now, because we got the Page of Cups and the Six of Wands, which is speaking to yourself very kindly, okay? You can do this. You got this. Stop thinking and speaking so negatively. You outgrew some sort of situation. When I see the Five of Pentacles, I kind of see that Alice in Wonderland kind of thing. You outgrew that home. You outgrew that situation. You outgrew that job. Even if it was the best thing that ever happened to you. Sometimes we outgrow things and we have to move on. And when we move on, it's a bit scary because we don't know where we're going to go or what we're going to do. But it's like, okay, Father has help here. There are people around you that can help. Doesn't always have to be the people that you helped along the way. This is new people. These are new people that are like helping you in your new journey, okay? You might feel very left out, like, oh my gosh, you could be looking at old pictures of like your old family or old neighborhood or old school or old job. But no, Father has help for you. Be careful to speak to yourself kindly, okay? Anyways, you have success here. Just know that this is a new beginning and a new start with the Page of Cups. That's what I have for you, Aries. I hope this information helped and blessed. Don't feel so down. You can let yourself out of this, okay? That's what I have for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope this helped and blessed. I think I said that, but I hope it really, truly did. Taurus for Wednesday. All right, let's see, Father. What do we have for Taurus for Wednesday? Ooh, we got the Knight of Pentacles. Everything seems so mundane today. It might feel like it. It might feel like things are going pretty slow, like things are just really routine. I mean, it is Wednesday, you know what I mean? But I'm just seeing that it's kind of like it's boring. Something feels like, man, I just need a little bit of excitement or whatever. I don't know. I feel like so many times that you don't know how to slow down, that when it does slow down, it's like, now what do I do? Let me turn this down a little bit, guys, 1 second. But I'm just saying, like, now what do I do? What do I do with this time? And Father's like, just slow down. Enjoy the smaller moments in life. The regular schmegular things, going to the doctor, going to the, regular doctor's appointment, going to the grocery store, going to the movie, something just regular. It's not like, oh my gosh, there's an event happening. Oh my gosh, there's somewhere to go. Oh my gosh, there's something to do. It's like, this is something that's like, all right, this is something to do in your neighborhood or something like that. Father's like, be patient and slow down. Look at the Chariot. He's like, be patient, slow down. The Chariot is like, I'm moving fast, I'm coming. And Father's like, no, be patient. Things are happening the way they're supposed to happen right now. The Chariot card also comes to say, stay focused, okay? When you slow down, it just it refocuses things. When you're moving, have you ever seen like, you're trying to record a video, even if you have like an action camera, you know what I mean? You still have to wait for it to focus before you can start again. So this is like that moment where you have to just, take that moment and get some clarity before you start again. All right? Enjoy the mundane, enjoy the regular schmegular errands or whatever else you got to do, because when things pick up, they're going to be like, oh my gosh. So don't go too fast right now, okay? Because there's really going nowhere fast. You have nowhere to go but just to stay here and be patient here, okay? That's what I have for you, Taurus. I hope this information helped and blessed. Thank you. Gemini for Wednesday. All right, let's see, Father. What do you have for Gemini for Wednesday? Oh, we got the Tower card and we got the Eight of Wands in reverse. And that just lets me know that something's happening or something happened pretty fast. And it caused some delays in your plans here, okay? That's okay. Sometimes you do get that, upheaval in order to just say, all right, this needs to be changed, or maybe it's time to redirect your plans, or maybe it's time to reconsider some things before you keep moving forward. Because I just see the delays and I feel like you just feel so bad about it. Never feel bad about delays, especially if there's a lesson there. You have to stop and learn the lesson. It's like school. Life is like that, like a big classroom. You know what I mean? And for some reason, I don't know why I'm seeing the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. That's one of my favorite artists. And I just feel like Gemini, one of the things that I'm seeing with that is that, sometimes you don't get to learn lessons by people telling you what happened or what happened to them or what they went through. Sometimes you have to experience it. That was that whole album's concept. It was just to learn through experience. When she talks about the X factor, no matter how I think we grow, you always seem to let me know it ain't working. She had to learn to stop going back to the same old thing because it just keeps getting that tower moment after tower moment. This is crazy. She says, and when I try to walk away, you encourage yourself to make me. So it's something about you still learning a lesson here, okay? Because there's a big, heavy reason why that is on my spirit right now for you specifically, Gemini. Your hidden energy is the Page of Pentacles and the Temperance card. Just be patient, okay? Be patient when it comes to something coming in. There's good news coming in. Just be patient. Something is coming in that's good for you. You just got to get through this moment. And that means not going back to the same old thing that caused you to be here in the first place. It could be a job that father was like, look, it's time to move forward. It could have been a person where father was like, look, it's time to go. But you just kept going back to it and kept going back to it. And father's like, be patient because he has good news that's on the way. The Page of Pentacles says there's good news on the way. It could even be an impact in your finances, but you got to let something go first. Okay, you're delaying yourself by going back to this lesson again and again and again. I keep feeling like it's the same old test, but it's the same concept that you need to learn, okay? So learn the lesson to continue on with this test, to get out of this, because, when the Eight of Wands happens, and that's when the change happens. But when you cause your own delays, it's like this keeps happening, but that change keeps, getting delayed, So be patient with yourself and let go of what you need to let go of, Gemini. That's what I have for you. I hope this information helped and blessed. Thank you so much. Cancer for Wednesday. All right, let's see, Father, what do we have for Cancer for Wednesday? Oh, the Death card. You're going through a lot of transformations right now, okay? There's an ending here, something that may have just happened that feels like, endings bring really beautiful beginnings, but it's something that ended here that it just feels like, why? Like, why did this have to happen to me? And it could have been a relationship. It could have been a job. It could have been something where it's just like, it just feels like something just got snatched away from you or taken from you. And it feels like, why? But this is a transformation. This is a new beginning. Father has better for you. If it was a relationship, there's a better relationship. If it was a job, it's something better for you. It's transforming you into something better. Sometimes things have to be taken straight out of your hand because you won't let it go. And when you don't let it go, he takes it. And it's not to punish you. It's just to say, give me that. I got something way bigger, way better for you. You've been praying for something amazing. And you keep hanging on to something that's dead already, that's gone already, that wasn't for you already. So it's time you let that go and really step into what I'm trying to give you because you've been praying for it. How can you pray for something better and you still hold on to something that's not good for you? It's dead. Let it lay. Yeah, your hidden energy is the Magician. Shut up. You've been manifesting. And then the Knight of Cups. Something better comes in. I'm telling you. The Knight of Cups is like, hey, I'm giving you what you're asking for. Let me give it to you. Seriously. Even in your love life, I feel like Father's like, hey, let me give you something better in your love life. Somebody who's nurturing, somebody who's caring, somebody who's loving, somebody who's different than your past, or somebody who may have been in your past that just didn't work out at that time because you were trying to make something else work or you were trying to do something else. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, let me give my attention to this person because it feels okay, but this one feels better, but this one is less work. And Father's like, give me that. Let me give you the one that's better. You know, it doesn't matter if it's less work. It feels better. It's going to be something that you prayed for. You've been manifesting this, Cancer. So it's one of those things where you called this into your life. Look at this. Look at this. This is incredible. I love to see it. Right underneath that, we got that other horse. Okay, so it's almost like something slowly but surely had to die off. It took a little bit of time. Look how these horses are. And then the death card came. And now it's like, now I got something bright and beautiful for you, okay? The Knight of Cups. And they're all facing the same direction. This was right underneath that too. And that's beautiful. Y'all know I shuffle my cards very well. And like I said, I saw you manifesting something. You're going to get the desires of your heart. Right underneath that, we got the Nine of Cups. You get everything that you desire. It took some time to let it go, but Father had to take it from you in order for you to get the thing you truly prayed for. That's what I have. I hope this information helped and blessed. Thank you, Cancer. Leo for Wednesday. All right, let's see, Father, what do we have for Leo for Wednesday? Leo for Wednesday. Ooh, Five of Swords. You might be going through a lot of things when it comes down to your work life here. I'm seeing this be at work. Lots of people looking over their shoulders at you. You looking over your shoulder at people. You know, it's giving like one of those things where it's like, what is he doing? What is she doing? What they doing? Way too much drama, okay? This looks like work drama or like some kind of like thing that you're working with people on. Way too much drama. It could be family, but I'm seeing this mainly for the collective being work. Could be family as well, okay? So take it how it resonates, because I am seeing for some of you out, this is family. But it's way too much drama. It's time to just walk away from that, because it's not about you. Other people's opinion about you is none of your business. My sister says that, you know, and she's the one, my grandmother actually said it to us, and we both kind of play off each other and say, girl, why do we care? Exactly. Other people's opinion of you is none of your business. All right. We got the Ten of Swords and the Magician. Yes. These are people trying to really prey on you. Prey. Okay. Be careful when it comes down to them, because these are the people that will stab you in the back real quick. If they're your work compadres, they're not really your friends for real, okay? Because I see them doing stuff, okay? They're manipulating some stuff. They're trying to make some things happen in your life that you truly don't need to happen, all right? That's why you need to walk away. That's why you don't need to think about it. When you don't think about it, magic just does not touch you. It does not hit you, because you're not thinking about being cursed or anything like that. You're just kind of la-da-da-da-da going through life. This person right here in the background is walking away, because all of that noise is just noise to them. They're like, look, you can cause all that rah-rah. You can do all of that. We ain't got time. They walking away. They're like, look, that's too much energy. Way too much energy. So, you know, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Amen. Don't even think about it. It's not even real, okay? Let them talk, because if you participate, then you start to get like them, and that starts to get very dangerous in a lot of ways, okay? Could be you here. So don't participate in this drama, whatever it is, because somebody is absolutely just manipulating a situation here and causing you to think that way. Walk away. Be like these people in the background. This don't even matter, okay? That's what I have for you, Leo. I hope this helped and blessed. Virgo for Wednesday. All right, let's see, Father, what do we have for Virgo for Wednesday? Virgo for Wednesday. The sun. I love it. I love to see it. All right, the sun comes out for you, okay? Just keep your thoughts positive. Know that you have true joy. Joy is something that you can't take away from anybody, and they can't take it from you. So look, don't let anybody steal your joy on today. You own it, you have it, it's yours. Be happy. And if you're not happy about life, find something to be happy about, even if it's just the smallest thing. All right, it's like fulfilling that childhood wonder. That's what I just heard, fulfilling that childhood wonder. And there's a little child on this horse, which is so cute. Is that a horse or a unicorn? It kind of looked like a unicorn at first. But yes, fulfilling that childhood wonder. You know, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. That's balanced emotions here. Finding that joy. I'm getting the sense of, you know how they have that emotional wheel or something like that in the, you know, psychiatrists or whatever, psychologists, whatever. They have that emotional wheel. And it's kind of like, today is happy. I'm balanced. I just decided that I'm going to be happy. This is a decision that you make to be happy. The King of Cups is all about, like, it's water all around them. There are emotions all around them. You can choose to take that emotions, or you can sit on that slab, on that sturdy ground of your emotions, on that stability. Your emotions can stabilize. You know, you can decide whether or not you accept people's, emotions or not. You know, don't let anybody, it's a balance. You see that scale? It's a balance. You see that scale? It's one of those things where you're kind of like, you are the, somebody said before, you are the thermostat. You're not the thermometer. So you're choosing what setting to be on today emotionally. And you're choosing happiness. So choose happiness today because that is what you truly deserve. Don't let anybody, project any kind of emotion on you. You got this. You're stable. You can do this. You can tell yourself that you're happy. Like I said, find something to be happy about. There's always something to be joyful about. Always. Even when your life is going crazy. It's like, wait a minute. I got to stabilize and just, be happy about this moment. God is good. All the time and all the time, God is good. Amen. That's what I have for you, Virgo. Thank you. Libra for Wednesday. Oh, that came quick. We got the 3 of Wands. You're waiting on something, okay? Waiting to close the distance in something. Maybe you're waiting to travel. You could be having travel plans or something like that. But you're waiting to close the distance in between something. Something that you hope for, pray for, dream of. You're waiting on something. You could be waiting on a phone call from a job. You could be waiting on, a relationship to improve. You could be waiting on a vacation. I feel like it's all 3. Considering this is the 3 of Wands, these are 3 things. I don't know what your 3 things are. I just named 3 things, okay, Libra? But I do see that you're waiting, okay? And you're waiting expectantly. I love that because there's a verse in the Bible that says, when you pray, you wait expectantly because you know that he's going to do the things that you've asked. And it's not that you're doing it out of like, pure, what do you call that? When somebody's being like a brat, it's not like a bratty thing, like, oh, I deserve this and I need that. It's because you're a good person and you know it. You've been balancing yourself. You've been working on yourself. Even when you don't have the best responses and things, you see that you could have done better and things like that. Like Father sees all of that, all right? Even when you do lose control, say you lose control of your emotions or you lose control of a situation here, you might get upset or angry or get very, very sad and do things out of sadness or anger or whatever your emotion might flip you into doing. You still feel remorse. You still have a sense of morals at that point. And Father sees that, okay? Because that means you truly do see that you could have done better, okay? Your hidden energy is the Chariot and the Magician. Yeah, I'm seeing that it's a distance. You're closing the distance. This is about driving and getting there. You're going to get there, okay? Because you've been manifesting. You've been praying for this. Whatever you've been praying for, like I said, I see that there's 3 things that you've been praying for and you're waiting expectantly. The Magician is like, I've been praying. I've been using all my resources. Not only am I praying about it, I'm just making sure that I do the things that I need to do. I'm not just praying for a job. I'm looking for a job. I'm applying to things. I'm making sure my resume looks right. If you're improving your relationship, you're like, I'm not just, wanting an improvement in relationships. I'm trying to be that woman or man that I want to see. You're trying to be that person that you want to see because you know that makes you of value. Even if it's not with a certain person, it makes you valuable. Anyways, you've been doing some actions, okay? You've been focused and you've been praying and I see it, okay? But that's why you're waiting expectantly and it will come because this is waiting for your ships to come in. You've done the work. All right? 3 of Wands. Anyways, that's what I have for you, Libra. I hope this information helped and blessed. Have a beautiful, blessed one. Thank you. Scorpio for Wednesday. All right, let's see, Father, what do we have for Scorpio for Wednesday? Scorpio, we have the 8 of Cups. Okay. I see you ready to just move forward, okay? You could be ready to move forward when it comes to a relationship or move out of a house. You're moving on. Whatever it is, you're moving on. You could be moving out or moving to a different place. You're ready to just leave, okay? The 8 of Cups talks about just leaving a job, leaving a relationship, leaving a house or an apartment, saying, I don't want to live here anymore. Could be living with others or you could just be living by yourself. Excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. That came quick. Confirmation. Why does it always come like that with y'all? I just be drinking water and that just always trips me out because I don't even have any carbonation or anything in me. And it just the birth of truth. Sorry. Look it up. It's the thing. Anyway, Scorpio, you're ready to leave something and you're ready. Like, I feel like you're already packed. Bags are at the door is what I'm seeing. Like, you're not, like, I'm not even thinking twice about this. I've already thought so much about this. I've already been, working. I feel like you've been working a lot to set this up. Could be working like at your job, trying to get the finances together, or just working like putting the plans in place, because you're tired of being where you're at. Just tired of it. And I see it. Sick and tired of being sick and tired. Look, you've been planning. The Two of Wands talks about plans and things like that. You've already mapped it out. You've already mapped it out. And you're like, look, with the Queen of Cups, it's like, yeah, it causes some emotion sometimes, but you're just ready. You know that you're ready. It's like, I'm ready, and I'm just gonna, sit with self and understand that I am truly ready to leave this place, or leave this relationship, or leave this job. I am truly ready. And I see it. Like I said, you've been making those plans. You're ready to start your new life and your new chapter, and that means this is for your own benefit. This is your own spiritual journey, and you don't care what other people say, because your emotions about it are like, look, I don't care what you say about it. I got to be gentle and kind with myself emotionally and do what's best for me. And so you're going to do what's best for you, and that's beautiful to see, Scorpio. That's what I have for you. I hope this information helped and blessed. Thank you. Sagittarius for Wednesday. All right, let's see, Father, what do we have for Sagittarius for Wednesday? All right. Ooh, Nine of Swords, but on the side. That worry, those fears. Lots and lots of, you're getting back to those sleepless nights. You're trying not to, but it's like that restlessness sits in. All right, because I'm not saying you not sleep. I'm just seeing not refreshed. You're just not refreshed. You're just kind of like, be careful. What do you got going on? I just see so many worries, so many fears, so many things that you got on your plate that they're not even yours. A lot of this stuff is just not yours. Some of it could be, okay? Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you're just worrying for no reason. All right. But Sagittarius, what I'm seeing here is like you're worrying over family. You're worried over like not only your finances, but you could be helping somebody in your family with their finances, being their financial help. Somebody in your family needs that help, and you're like, I gotta be there for them. But you gotta be there for you too. You cannot keep functioning off of zero, okay? It's like you're trying to like pass everybody your cell phone, but your cell phone's on 5%. What are you going to do when you get to zero and it comes back to you and there's nothing there? There's nothing left. Okay? Because you need that little charge. You need to get through the paths of life. You need to get through life right now. And so with that being said, whatever you're dealing with, whatever you're worried about, let some of that go, because some of that bandwidth you don't have the bandwidth for. Your mind is not sleeping well at night because your bandwidth is low. And for some reason, sometimes you don't know how to say no to people that need you. But they got to figure it out themselves too. Because when you have low bandwidth, you can't help anybody. You can't even help yourself. You're trying to share and you don't have it to give right now, okay? Whew. Your hidden energy is the Three of Cups, which is family and friends. And then we got the Six of Swords. It's time to move on from that. Saving everybody, helping everybody, the family and friends. That's like, oh yeah, we get together, we have a good time. They need me, I need you. We can lean on each other. But it's time to move on from that, okay? With the Six of Swords, that's how you're going to get out of your head. The Six of Swords. Swords are all about that mental. The Cups are all about your emotions. So you do have those emotions that are involved with family gatherings and family things. But you need to get out of your head when it comes to all of their emotions, because you're taking on too much. It's time to move on from that, okay? Anyways, so you can sleep better, because look at that. That's anguish. That's a lot of anxiety. That's a lot of things on your plate. That's what I have for you. I hope this information helped and blessed, okay? Sagittarius, please let go of some of those things so you can rest very well. Remember what I told you about the phone battery, all right? I hope this helped and blessed. Thank you. Capricorn for Wednesday. All right, let's see, Father, what do we have for Capricorn for Wednesday? Capricorn for Wednesday. Something that you've been waiting on. You're in the path of waiting right now, okay? You might be feeling like you're at a standstill, still waiting on something that you know is coming, okay? You're still making plans. You're still writing things down, but you're just waiting. And I don't know, I'm getting that you're getting sick of waiting for something, okay? You know that it's coming, though. That's the part that just really annoys you. I'm feeling like aggravated, like a little agitated, more so agitated. That's the word, yeah. I'm feeling agitated, like, when is it gonna come, girl? Like you've been waiting on your big break, or waiting on something like, okay, you've been doing something over and over and over and over and over again. And it's like, it's coming, and you know it's coming. You've been making plans for it. You've even made room for it. It's like, I know it's coming, but where is it? What is happening here? Like, why am I so agitated about this? Okay? Because I'm feeling like, what in the heck? Like, why is it not here yet? Ugh. Why is it not here yet? Look. Feeling stuck with the Hangman. Okay. Feeling very stuck. But you got to see things in a different perspective because it's getting ready. With the Seven of Pentacles, that means that, you know, you just need to have some patience. And I know you don't want to hear that right now. I just know it. I just feel it in my bones. Because you're like, why is it not here right now? And Father's like, look, you got to stop. You got to stop because you know that it's coming. So you need to stop and meditate. Stop and think about some things. Because watching grass grow is not a great pastime. Okay? You just sitting there watching the grass grow because, you know, like, I planted the best seeds. You know what I'm saying? And I water it every single day. So what's happening right now? And Father's like, okay, but you watching grass grow right now. Be patient because it is going to grow into what you want it to be. You have gotten the best soil. You have planted the best seed. You've been using the right, methods in order to make it grow. It's growing. But you just got to wait for a second, okay? And just enjoy it right now for what it is. Enjoy what you see right now. With the Nine of Pentacles here, it's like enjoy the small things right now because it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. If you see a small little sprout, a small little flower, stop and just appreciate that small flower because you got a lot of flowers that you planted and it's going to be big. But you just got to know that it's going to be big. With that being said, chill, breathe, stop watching grass grow, Capricorn. That's what I have for you. You've been doing the work and hard work does pay off. This is somebody who works very, 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 very hard. And you've been putting out the plan and you're like, okay, universe, look at you talking to the world. All right, universe. But it's coming, okay? All right, that's what I have for you. I hope this helped and blessed. Thank you so much. Aquarius for Wednesday. All right, let's see, Father, what do we have for Aquarius for Wednesday? Aquas. What do we got for Aquas? Ooh, 4 cups. Something that you don't like and that you don't want. Oh my gosh. It could be a job, but I'm looking at this like a person. It's like, ugh. No, thank you. Heavy on the no, thank you. Heavy, heavy, heavy on the no, thank you. Excuse me, confirmation birth too. No, thank you. You're like, ugh. Maybe it's somebody that you thought you wanted to, because I'm seeing that this person is like, you know, it's like, oh my gosh, you know, the thought of it was like thrilling. And then you finally saw some true colors. You saw the light. You saw some things that just was like, oh my gosh, I wanted that. I've been praying for that. Not that. No, I don't want that anymore. You know, I don't know what it is though. I'm seeing this as a person, but it could be a job or something like that where you finally get the job and you're like, oh, this sucks. What is this? I don't want to do that. Like, they're asking me to do too much. That's not in my job description. I didn't know we did that in the job. You know, your hidden energy is the Page of Cups and the Five of Wands. Woo. Like I said, I do really feel like this is a person, but it could be like good news about a job and you're like, whoa, I don't like the way people act at this job. Or it could be a person where you're like, ooh, I don't like the way they talk. It's a lot of like, you know, disagreements here. Y'all don't see eye to eye. Y'all don't see things on the same page here. But it started off so sweet. It started off so sweet, you know? But somebody here just lacks the maturity that it takes to keep this going. Ooh, I don't know why I immediately just got the ick. Ooh, like, you know, I don't know. Maybe, like I said, at the beginning, it didn't seem like that. Because at the beginning, it starts off as sweet. The Page of Cups starts off as a very sweet person. Oh my gosh, the things that they say. It's so charming. It's so cute. And then you realize, wow, this person's really immature. They only giving me a little bit at a time. We're not really seeing eye to eye on a lot of things. And like I said, this could even be an offer when it comes to a job, because this talks about getting an offer, good news and an offer. It could be a relationship or it could be an offer in a job. But I am seeing the discord where it's like, no, thank you. No, thank you. Next. That's what I got for you, Aquarius. I hope this information helped and blessed. Thank you so much. Pisces for Wednesday. All right, let's see, Father, what do we have for Pisces for Wednesday? Oh, that came out, but they came out sideways. The 10 of Wands, sideways. You're taking on too much. You're exhausted. I think I got this yesterday. What? Okay, you're exhausted. All right, you're exhausted. You're trying not to be. You're reaching the point of burnout, though. Okay, if you didn't get this yesterday, then my bad. But I just am seeing sort of like, you know, something where it's just like this is ongoing. You're exhausted. You're burnt out. If this wasn't yesterday, it feels like this was you someday, one of these days. You no say. But anyways, y'all know how my memory works. I don't know. You no say. But Definitely you're burnt out. You're reaching the point of burnout. You got all these things going on with you. You could be working too much. You could be putting on too much as far as like on your mind, on your mental, which is physically breaking you completely down. All right, be careful of burnout here because you're exhausted. And I see that you're like reaching the brink of real burnout, true burnout, where you're just going to be like, you know, when you reach burnout, you neglect some things. You neglect some things and you like really fall more and more behind. So it's time that you get some rest, because when you neglect things, then you feel even worse about yourself. Like, man, I gotta get on it. I gotta get on it. You're neglecting some things because, you know, I'm tired, but I gotta keep going. No, you don't. You have to recharge. Just like a phone overheating, right? You gotta recharge. You gotta like cool off for a second. So that means you gotta unplug for a minute. All right. We got the Moon card and we got the Knight of Wands here. Okay. You got a lot of things going on. Lots of actions. Lots of things going on. Lots of things. All right. But with the Moon card, you also have a lot of emotions. And these emotions, on top of the things that you have to do, are wearing you down. All these action items. Tons of action items. Like, oh, I gotta do this. I gotta do this at work. I gotta do that at work. I gotta do this at work. And then boom, now I gotta, you know, do something with the kids, or do something with the husband or wife or boyfriend or girlfriend or friends. It's just so many things to keep doing. And you're not giving yourself time to just, you know, sit with your emotions, because you have some emotions right now that you have. And it's time. Right underneath that, we got the Solitude card. Right underneath that, we got the Eight of Pentacles, which is working too much. You're working too much. You're working. And Father, Eight of Pentacles, and then we got the Nine of Pentacles. It's time you take a second, unplug, unwind. This is in solitude. This is without people. This is without everyone else's thoughts. You need to unplug for a second, okay? Because your emotions are getting the best of you, because your body is just tired. You're tired. Your mental is tired. Your emotions are tired. Everything's burning out right now, okay? Ooh, that just made me tired, picking up on all that energy. Anyways, I hope you have a beautiful, blessed one. I hope this information helped and blessed. Thank you.